This 39 Dunedin News Bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on 39 Dunedin News, serving up a treat. The Polytech's best culinary students prepare to showcase their skills in the kitchen. The season of goodwill begins as New Zealand's largest Christmas gift appeal gets underway in Dunedin. And on top of the table, the Otago Volts reveal the secret to their impressive start to cricket's 2020 competition. Good evening, Dunedin. I'm Callum Proctor, and we start with breaking news. Chick's Hotel is closing. The owners have just announced their decision to close the Port Chalmers pub. They're likely to keep it open until the end of March 2016. It's not known whether they'll operate it as a studio or sell it. Well, over 100 ravenous diners are being thrilled and fed tonight, courtesy of the city's top culinary students. The food design event's part of Otago Polytechnic's end-of-year showcase. And final year students are proving there's more to their work than just cooking.
Adding a final flourish. Otago Polytechnic's culinary arts students are busily preparing for their end-of-year showcase. It's a chance for them to demonstrate all they've learnt during their 3 years of study. And they're embracing several themes to inspire their edible creations.
There's 4 different sections. There's food as art, food as culture, food as wellness and food as the future. So we've all been put into those different groups and had to develop a dish that reflects on that. So we've got art installations and we've got people doing fish and chips and everything like that. So Kiwiana culture, and yeah, it's really cool.
The gastronomic event's designed to be casual, allowing the 120 odd guests to roam around different interactive stalls. Students were assessed on their final work last week ahead of the public showcase. It's made for a busy end to the semester with plenty of scrambling to get everything ready.
Everyone has to develop a food item themselves, and then we've got all the stalls and everything that needs to be done, and the food costings and the ordering and going out and buying things for the event as well. So there's heaps that goes into it.
Cooking is just one aspect of the experience, with several students tackling other skills like product design. Now they're nearing the end of their course, they're feeling confident in their abilities, developed in class.
It covers everything. It's the logistics. I'm going to teaching next year, so there's heaps of things that it can lead into, and it just prepares us with an understanding for what to expect out there.
Guests will be treated to a range of taste teasers, from drinks rimmed with flower petals to the finest French pastries. But it's not all delicate morsels on offer, with a few tricks up students' sleeves. Ruby McAndrew, 39, Dunedin News.
Thousands of locals are believed to have pre-diabetes, and all residents are being urged to check their risk of developing the condition. A diabetes roadshow has been set up in a South Dunedin supermarket car park to launch a month-long campaign. Local leaders are supporting the cause, raising awareness about the community's growing diabetes problem. It's estimated 76,000 people in the Southern District Health Board catchment have pre-diabetes. There are about 15,000 cases of diagnosed diabetes in the region, and that number is expected to grow. Nationally, the number of diabetics has doubled in the past decade to 250,000. About 40 new cases are reported each day. Well, the country's largest annual Christmas gift appeal is underway in the city. Kmart has been running its Wishing Tree appeal now for 21 years, collecting hundreds of thousands of presents for children. And some new initiatives are helping to boost the local contribution.
Going all in with gift giving. The annual Kmart Wishing Tree appeal has begun once again in the city, ensuring less fortunate families enjoy Christmas. Presents are being collected over the next few weeks for distribution by the Salvation Army, and staff involved say the public support has been steadily increasing.
I think the first year that I did it, it was about 500 gifts, and then now we're up to 3,500. So it's grown immensely over that 10-year period that I've been involved, and dare I say it, I'll probably be back here next year doing it again.
Local collectors are hoping for a modest increase on last year's number of gifts, aiming for 3,600. It's not just new toys being placed under the tree, with some donors getting crafty. and one contribution in particular is continuing to overwhelm organisers.
We've got one very, very generous family that the last 3 years they have donated like at least 100 wooden toys that they've made, and they are beautiful. They wish to remain anonymous, so it's quite hard. We'd like to be able to thank them more publicly, but got to respect their wishes.
Throughout the collection period, all Kmart stores around the country will be keeping tabs on their fundraising efforts. Dunedin usually stacks up pretty well, and big things are expected this year. The local appeal's being bolstered by a series of school performances to capture more public attention.
The schools are phenomenal coming in. As you saw, we had North East Valley Normal School doing their kapahaka performance. We had 2 daycares. George Street Normal School are coming in on the 10th of December with their kapahaka. Next day they're coming in with their Pacifica group. So yeah, it's just amazing. We're really, really lucky.
Gifts can be left under the tree at Kmart right up until Christmas Eve. Then they'll be bringing festive cheer to thousands of children throughout the region. Ruby McAndrew, 39, Dunedin News.
Fleetwood Mac fans are buzzing after last night's full capacity concert at Forsyth Bar Stadium. Around 35,000 people attended the event, the largest crowd the stadium's held. It was also Fleetwood Mac's biggest audience on their 15-month world tour. Police are reporting a good response from fans, with just 2 people arrested for disorderly behaviour. The band played for over 2 hours, finishing at about 10:30 p.m. Lead singer Stevie Nicks and her fellow band members were rugged up against the cold while on stage. Dunedin was their only South Island concert before 2 smaller shows in Auckland. Still to come on 39 Dunedin News, we find out more about Dunedin's generous response to Operation Christmas Child, and later hundreds of young up-and-coming athletes compete to be the best in Otago.
Girls Talk this month is full of inspirational gift ideas. There's books, storage solutions and delicious treats. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page to be in to win some fantastic prizes from the show. Join us on Dunedin TV for Girls Talk.
Every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell menswear, it fits.
Grandad loved his family and surfing, in that order. He taught me to surf, and we spent a lot of time in the water together over the years. When he died, I strapped the camera to the nose of his old board and filmed the paddle out at St. Clair. Gillian's played the video on the big screen at his funeral. Grandad would have loved having everyone come out one last surf with him.
Gillian's Funeral Services, helping families celebrate the lives of their loved ones for generations. Gillians.co.nz.
Hedges are something we almost take for granted. A good hedge needs regular maintenance to look its best and to add value and character to your property. For all your hedge care needs, call the team at SGC Services on 0800 783 453.
Eveready mowers and chainsaws, Husqvarna outdoor power equipment for all the jobs, no matter what the size. Give Graham a call on 4 552 555 or visit our new showroom at the roundabout end of Andersons Bay Road. We sell the best and service the rest.
Christie Glass Houses and Sheds, good to grow stuff in. The first choice for gardeners for over 100 years. Built to withstand extreme weather conditions and hard work. Full range of options available. Thomas Burns Street across the road from the railway station. Free call 0800 Allens.
Big Orange for all your movies, records, books and games, pre-loved needs, vinyl records, 45s and DVDs. A South Dunedin family-owned business for over 15 years. Check us out on Facebook. We're opposite Westpac on the sunny side of King Edward Street.
Congratulations, you're getting married. Hi, I'm James Morris, wedding celebrant, and it's my privilege and a pleasure to bring you the perfect ceremony for your perfect day. Don't wait or contemplate. Your consultation is free with no obligation. jamesmorris.co.nz.
Pallet fires are growing in popularity in Otago, with people who want a clean and efficient form of home heating. The sight of a burning flame without the problems of chopping, stacking and carting wood around is a winner. Pallet fires, so easy, so efficient.
McClellan Refrigeration is your one-stop shop for heat pumps in Dunedin. We have a range of heating, air conditioning and refrigeration solutions. We also have 20 years experience. McClellan Refrigeration, call us on 477 0088.
Pregnant? Need to talk? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Pregnancy counselling services are here to help. It's free, it's confidential. Call us now on 0800 773 462.
Welcome back. The local store of a Christchurch-based restaurant business has closed down not long after opening in Dowling Street. The liquidation auction's being held at the Dunedin site of Spagalimi's Italian Pizzeria next week. And items being sold include restaurant fittings and other stock. Spagalimi's first opened in Christchurch in 1978, and there are still several restaurants in the Garden City. But the Dunedin store, which was opened in May this year, employed about 15 people. It's not known whether another store will open locally in future. And on that note, let's take a look at today's financial summary. And first of all, to the markets. And a strong day for the NZX 50, finishing up 15 points to 5,995. And to the exchange rates, the Kiwi dollar strengthening against all of those major currencies that we monitor. Well, locals have been packing more than 2,000 shoeboxes with gifts for needy children. It's part of the global Operation Christmas Child project. And Dunedin coordinator Kirstine McClay is here to tell us more about it. Good evening to you, Kirstine.
Good evening.
So what is this Operation Christmas Child about?
It's about providing a personalised present for children in very poor countries, particularly developing countries. And these are children that normally may never have had a present before.
Is this new? Has it been running for?
No, it's been going for about 20 years now.
So what's the local response been to
It's been wonderful. It's I think the community in Dunedin has become more aware of Christmas Child in the past few years, and so our numbers of boxes have increased.
So what is it? 2,000? Around 2,000?
Around 2,000 this year.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's phenomenal. Who's been helping out?
So we've had interest from local businesses, churches, schools, and even just groups of people. The university were amazing. With Amy Chen, she was their coordinator. They did a lot of boxes too.
And where do these boxes end up?
Most of the New Zealand boxes end up in the Asia and Pacific area because they send, for the cost, it's cheaper to send them to a nearby country.
So is each box contain the same gifts, or what are the nature of the gifts inside?
Well, they sort of try to include a few things for personal hygiene, like a toothbrush, some soap, a few things for school, like some exercise books. In some of the countries, just having exercise books and pens and paper is a really big deal, and it can even be the difference between going to school and not going to school. If their mum and dad can't afford it, they can't necessarily get into school. But then you try to include a few fun things as well, like some games or a cuddly soft toy, a nice picture book or some colouring pencils, something like that.
So really this is set to make a difference for some families at Christmas time.
It will definitely make a difference for some of those families. And also it's a project of Samaritan's Purse, which is the bigger organisation, and through delivering the Christmas Child shoeboxes, they also get into those areas and do other developmental projects such as classrooms and wells and things like that.
Can residents still become involved with this?
Well, the shoeboxes are actually closed off for 2015, but you can make one up anytime, and if people want to PM me, Kirstine McClay, on Facebook, they can find out more about it. And yeah, it's really up to people. You can make them up any time of the year. The thing to remember is just the collection month is October.
All right, well done on that number of gifts this Christmas, and thanks for your time this evening.
Thank you.
All right, after the break on 39 Dunedin News, we find out which Dunedin intersections are rated the most dangerous in New Zealand. And there's still a few showers lurking around the region. Your Friday weather is coming up.
Do you want support for your breathing? You are not alone. In New Zealand, over 600,000 people have some form of breathing difficulty, especially with the high pollen season in New Zealand. Puff Plus is an excellent natural product developed to support lung function and breathing difficulties. Puff Plus is so effective, you get a no questions asked, money back guarantee on the first purchase. Give it a go, you have nothing to lose. Call now, 0800 502 402. Take as directed. If symptoms persist, see your healthcare professional.
Chiropractic care is a drug-free way of sorting out stress and pain by getting your spine in line with body and brain. At Mosgiel Chiropractic and Wellbeing, we provide family chiropractic care. Feel taller, lighter and brighter. Call Mosgiel Chiropractic and Wellbeing today, 484-7272.
They got all, it's all about our customer care, great food, great coffee and supported by some awesome staff. We think it's very important that the customers when they come in here have a good experience and leave wanting to come back. And I think in a nutshell, that's what the good oil is all about.
At your locally owned and operated Veggie Boys store, we've got fresh produce daily, fruit, veggies and more. Competitive prices is just one of the reasons people come to us in all seasons. Convenient locations and friendly crew, Veggie Boys Dunedin, come try something new. Stores in the north, the south, be our guest, Centre City as well to serve you the best. Daily specials on produce that are hard to beat, all tasty and healthy and all good to eat. Don't forget we've also got your milk, bread and meat. Veggie Boys Dunedin, you're guaranteed a treat.
Mosgiel Mowers Plus can help you with products to make your garden maintenance jobs easier. Lawn mowers, ride-ons, chainsaws, line trimmers. Sales and service are our specialty. Mosgiel Mowers Plus. Phone 489 3572 22B Gordon Road, Mosgiel.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now. They will love you forever.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Mobility Scooters Otago. Mobility Scooters, new and used, electric manual wheelchairs, strollers and walkers. Free home demonstration and delivery. Call Tony on 03 455 2875 or visit our showroom, 211 King Edward Street, opposite Westpac.
Pregnant? Need to talk? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Pregnancy counselling services are here to help. It's free, it's confidential. Call us now on 0800 773 462.
Girls Talk this month is full of inspirational gift ideas. There's books, storage solutions and delicious treats. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page to be in to win some fantastic prizes from the show. Join us on Dunedin TV for Girls Talk.
All right, so welcome back. Returning to our cricket story now, and Otago's on a winning streak in the National 2020 tournament. The Volts have won 4 of their first 5 games. That puts them at the top of the points table, and the players have been sharing the secret of their success.
For victory, Otago Volts cricket players are preparing for their upcoming match after a successful streak against other teams from around New Zealand.
Yeah, we've got off to a really good start. We've played 5 games and won 4, so sitting at the top of the table at the moment, so it's a really good position to be in.
The Volts have redeemed themselves this season after finishing in last place during the previous 2020 tournament. Players are putting their success down through extra training and a stellar side.
Such a fine line between success and failure in domestic cricket across all 3 formats. I think our preparation has been really good. We've been able to play a couple of trial games and practice games, and that's held us in good stead going into the competition.
The Volts have won games against the Central Stags, Canterbury Knights and the defending champions, the Wellington Firebirds. Now they're preparing for their next match against the Auckland Aces. Players say they're feeling confident after a consistent performance throughout the season.
Oh, it's going to be a good challenge. Could be a few runs scored, judging on what's happened up there in recent games. So the boys are really excited.
The Volts have just hit the halfway point in the 2020 competition. The team's hoping its winning streak continues so Otago can boast the reigning champions once again. Annabelle Dick, 39 Dunedin News.
All right, the city's good weather has helped in showcasing young, talented athletes from around Otago. More than 800 primary pupils have been competing in a yearly regional athletics championship, and they've been nudging some long-held records.
Bounding for the finish line. Hundreds of Otago primary school children have flooded to the Caledonian to take part in the region's annual athletics competition.
Kids from all across Otago have qualified to enter into this event. So we've got a number of events right throughout the whole day. So essentially we've got the best kids, the highest achieving athletics kids under the age of 14.
Fine weather made for good conditions on the track. More than 800 pupils from 97 schools were fighting for the top spots in their chosen events. Organisers say the competition has showcased the amazing quality of young athletes that Otago has to offer.
Oh, the standard is incredible. Some of the sprinters, if you have a look at some of the sprints in the finals, you'd think some of these kids were ready for the Olympics, the speed that they're running. We just recently had a girl who was just extremely close to a long-standing long jump record as well, and that was into the wind as well. So yeah, really high calibre of kids here today.
Long-standing records in the long jump and shot put disciplines were almost broken by today's competitors. Organisers say many children are taking athletics further than school and should feel proud to be achieving so well.
A lot of them, I'm sure, will be in athletics clubs who will go on to representative athletics as well. They all receive some certificates, and for special winners some medals as well. So yeah, it's a really big accolade to be a winner of the Otago Champs.
This is the year's last school-based tournament for primary-aged athletics, but some talented pupils are gearing up for competition at the club level. Annabelle Dick, 39 Dunedin News.
Dunedin intersections are officially the riskiest in the country. That's based on data compiled over the last 5 years. Otago Daily Times reporter David Lockray has been looking into the issue, and he joins us now to talk about it. Good evening, David.
Good evening.
So why are our intersections just so bad?
Very good question. In fact, the answer is that the intersections are actually perfectly good. The problem is with Dunedin drivers, and as it may come as no surprise to Dunedin people to find out that in terms of intersections and the way we drive through them, we are in fact the worst in the country.
Where are the worst intersections then? Where are they in Dunedin?
The one that's been that has had the most accidents and is the worst is the one on George Street, London Street, Pitt and Frederick, where those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways come together. But police told me that any of the ones that are on the one-way system where people are driving north or south through Dunedin, St Andrew Street, Hanover Street, streets like that are a real risky proposition.
So these are rated on the accident rates then?
It's to do with serious crashes and accidents, and then statistics people at NZTA add all different sort of figures, ages and numbers and population, etc., to come up with these risks.
Are there any other rankings here? Do we do better in any other forms of driving?
Well, very happily, cycling in fact has become, we've dropped down the risk register from I think 1st or 2nd to about 14th, and the same with pedestrians, and that's important because obviously we've had a lot of problems with cycling deaths in Dunedin and also pedestrian deaths, and maybe it's something to do with cycleways.
What are the police saying about this, or any other authorities?
Well, I mean, I spoke to both police and also the safety coordinator at the Dunedin City Council, and really it's possibly to do with if you drive in Auckland, you're kind of forced to be courteous, you're forced to use the zipper method to allow people to sort of merge on highways, here people think they can get from one side of the city in 5 minutes, and most of the time they can, but if they're slowed down for up to 3 seconds, they just seem to go crazy. No one knows why, but you know, it's something possibly people need to think about.
Drive home safely tonight.
Thank you.
All right, David Lockray from the Otago Daily Times. All right, now recapping on tonight's top stories on 39 Dunedin News. Third-year culinary students at Otago Polytechnic have been whipping up tasty treats for an end-of-semester dining showcase. Locals are starting to donate presents for needy children in this year's Kmart Wishing Tree Appeal being run around the country. And the Otago Volts are on a winning streak in the National 2020 tournament, putting them at the top of the points table. All right, now a look at what's in tomorrow's ODT. Barry Stewart, good evening.
Callum, how are you? Government report out today reveals 2,600 Dunedin homes are under threat from rising sea levels. We seek a reaction from the Dunedin City Council on that. A new gondola plan for Queenstown to go soaring up towards the Remarkables has been signalled as bold and brave, so we'll see how that eventuates. The promoters, of course, for the Fleetwood Mac concert last night, well, Terry Davies is saying promoters would be mad to ignore the success of that show. So we have a look at that, and we have a look at what reaction there is in town from it, the benefits, etc. And of course, rugby's worst kept secret. Richard Cora has retired, so we pay tribute to the All Black legend.
All right, tomorrow's Otago Daily Times. Thanks for that,
Thank
Barry.
you.
All right, time now for a look at today's weather.
This weather update is proudly brought to you in association with Silverhorn's Puff Plus.
And the city view today taken of the moon over Dunedin. "3 p.m. temperatures 15 in the city, 18 at the Gardens, and even warmer on the Taieri today with 20. Is the situation. A weakening trough of low pressure leads to fronts moving over the country tomorrow and also through the weekend, unfortunately. Around the South Island tomorrow, cooler temperatures for these towns with westerlies and some showers. Queenstown gets late showers tomorrow, so does also Wanaka and Twizel. Oamaru just getting to a high of 16. Dunedin tonight, a strong westerly, an overnight low of 11 for tomorrow. Gusty winds continue, scattered showers more consistent in the afternoon, a high of 16. Saturday becoming fine and sunny with the sou'wester and the high 14 for Saturday. Finally to Otago Pellets, fires, tidal and fishing information. High tide tomorrow morning 11:23, low tide at 6:19, and fishing conditions are good tomorrow, best at around 8 a.m. in the morning. All right, that's all from the team here at 39 Dunedin News for tonight. We'll leave you with some more shots from the Fleetwood Mac concert, which are also on our website as well. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night.
This 39 Dunedin News Bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.